If you're watching this YouTube channel and you're not trying to be a spectacular human being, you're not trying to grow, you're not trying to make money, you're not trying to be your own boss, you're not trying to be an entrepreneur, I need you to do me a giant favor. I need you to unsubscribe to my channel right now. If you are the kind of person who is interested in watching a bunch of degenerates do nothing, then I need you to unsubscribe to my channel. I no longer want to create content that does not add value to anybody's life. This era is not the time for you to be messing around, watching slop content and doing nothing with your life. Things are about to change dramatically, and if you're not awake, then you're gonna get left behind. In this video, I will explain to you guys what I learned about humans after streaming for an entire year, and what I found out is amazing. Most people really are trapped in the matrix. Most people don't want to wake up. Most people don't want to work hard to become somebody in this life. They want to cruise. They want to relax. They want to be entertained. They want to have an easy, pleasurable life. And unfortunately, if you want to get to the level where you're extremely successful, where you're driving around in supercars, where you're living in mansions, where you have hundreds of thousands of people watching your videos, you cannot be an average person. Most people that I interact with are people who don't want to put in the extra work. And this is the reason why I said that if you're a person interested in slop content, I need you to unsubscribe right now, because the era of slop content is over. I realized pretty quickly that things are changing at an extremely fast pace. And if I want to keep up, I need to lock in. And I think that you need to lock in too. In fact, you probably shouldn't even be watching this video. I think that most of the things that I'm going to say in this video are common sense. It's a catch-22 because the people that are awake are the people that are going to be looking for content to grow, and the people that are asleep are going to be looking for content that is to entertain. So you're probably already in the boat of people that are successful if you're watching this right now. But either way, I'm going to preach to the choir. Too many of you are lost right now, gooning, watching brain rot, playing video games, and you're going to miss the boat. The boat is about to sail. There's an AI revolution happening, and if you're not awake, before you know it, you will be poor forever. If the things that you are watching on the internet are not helping you grow as a person, they're not teaching you something that will make you money or become more successful. There's an old saying, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. I think that that saying can now be applied to content as well. Show me what you watch and I'll show you who you are. And if you're watching slop, if you're watching garbage, if you're watching Cenat, if you're watching DDG, Asmongold, Hasanabi, content that's not edifying you, content that's not teaching you something, you're just watching drama and regurgitated information, then you're not going to grow. You're going to get left behind. And unfortunately for you, after this, once the AI revolution is complete, there will be no room for you to become successful. What is happening right now is something that has never happened in the history of humanity. And the truth is that I don't even know if a guy like me will still be successful. It's in your best interest to get as much money as you can right now, get as rich as you can right now, because I don't know what's going to happen. We're going through a major reset. Hard move number 2, cut the people that are holding you down out of your life. I know you don't want to hear it. That brother that's not doing anything for you, cut him out of your life. That mom, that dad, that cousin, those friends, cut them out of your life. The hard truth is that to become successful in this life, sometimes you need to get rid of the baggage. Sometimes just getting rid of those people will be enough for you to get to the top. And it sounds cold-hearted, but it's the truth. You can't be with losers and expect to be successful. That's just not how this works. You need to be surrounded by people that are motivated, people that are building, people that are on top and are willing to grow. The faster you learn that, the faster you'll get to the top. I learned this myself. When I had my supercar McLaren and I would hang out with other people that had supercars, business-oriented people, that motivated me to get more money and to get to the top. If you're surrounded by losers that are doing nothing, you'll become a loser who does nothing. The people you surround yourself with and the content you watch are two major factors on whether you become successful or not. Step number 3, stop sitting around procrastinating and thinking of ideas without executing. Anybody can have an idea. I've said this a million times in my videos. Ideas have absolutely no value. Value comes from executing. Value comes from providing value to others. And a lot of people think that, oh, I'm going to come up with $1 million idea. Your $1 million idea, 100,000 other people have already come up with that idea. But who is the person who will actually go and build it? I'll keep this one short. Just go do it. Forget about all of the blockers. Just go do it. And a lot of you guys have seen me on this channel do it. Practice what you preach. You guys saw me come up with an app idea and launch it in 2 weeks. You need to live by the rule that if it takes 5 minutes to do, just do it. And you'll see how much your life changes when you do that. The bottom line is that I don't need to drag this video out like some content creators do. There are so many fake gurus on here that will make a video just like this one and just repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again with different words. I'm not going to do that today. You need to do those 4 things. If you do those 4 things, you'll become successful. Believe me, I've never seen somebody try their best, try their hardest 10 times in a row and fail. And if you're not interested in growing as a human and watching somebody grow in front of you, then just unsubscribe. This morning I woke up, I had several people message me about Cenat Streamer University as if I would be interested in that. Cenat Streamer University is a waste of time. Either you're going to make it as a streamer or you're not. Everybody has this idea. You know, this is one problem that I have with people that are of lesser means. They have this idea in their head that they're going to be walking down the street one day and they're going to run into somebody who's successful and that person's going to carry them to the top. The truth is that rarely happens. In fact, I've experienced firsthand having multiple friends that are multimillionaire entrepreneurs and not one of them carried me to the top. You can't be carried to the top. If you're expecting somebody to carry you to the top, you're not going to make it. You will never be successful. You need to grab yourself by the bootstraps and pull yourself up. That's what I did. That's what every other successful person has done. Rarely do you find a person who got lucky and somebody helped them get to the top, because that's not how the system is built. And the times where a person was pulled to the top by somebody who was already successful, they showed that person that they put in the work. They showed that person they put in the effort. That person mentored them. They didn't just run into somebody who was successful and get to the top. You could have a friend who's a multimillionaire, gazillionaire. They're not going to lend you $1 million for no reason. If they earned the money by hard work, they're going to want you to do the hard work too. Life is sink or swim. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people think that this is going to be handed to them in a silver platter. They see a guy like me on here grinding and they don't realize that this is what you need to do to succeed. I don't know how I can beat this into your head. People will see a guy like me grinding and say, oh, this guy is posting a video every single day and he gets less than 100 views, and they'll laugh. But what they don't realize is this is how you get to the top. All of your favorite YouTubers went through this phase of grinding. The same thing with business, the same thing with finance. You've got to grind. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the hours. So the truth is that I pity the people who don't realize this. The people who want to sit back and laugh. You can continue laughing and pointing at people that are trying something and failing. But in order for you to succeed, you need to fail. If you never try and fail, you will never succeed. And the truth is that if you're a person who sits on the sidelines laughing at other people failing, it's because you're afraid to fail yourself. You're afraid that when you go and try and fail, somebody will be on your sideline laughing. And that's what's holding you back. Your entire mindset is messed up. In order for you to get to the top, you need to stop caring. Do you think I care if my videos get 10 views? Do you think I care if my business fails? Do you think I'm going to let those things hold me back? No. I'm going to try again. And the crazy thing is that everything that you need to know about business and success, you already learned it. You already learned it. Everything that you need to know about life, you learned it in kindergarten. The more I think about it, it makes me laugh because we have all of these people like me making videos, trying to inspire you to become successful. But the truth is that you already know everything I'm saying is true. You learned it when you were a kid in kindergarten. Sharing, try again, don't give up, just do it. Being successful is not rocket science. It's just having discipline. I don't need to beat a dead horse, but are you going to act on it? There's people that read books like this all the time. That's all they do is read books and read, watch a bunch of videos with people like me telling them what to do to become successful. And they never become successful because they never execute. And are you going to be an executor or are you going to be a sideliner? That's all it comes down to. If you want to watch more videos where I explain how to become successful, I tell you about my life and what I've done, and I show you examples in real time, then subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be doing live streams, and anybody who's been watching this channel for the past 2 years has seen the progress. I wish I had started documenting my life earlier because a lot of things happened that I didn't get on camera. like going from extreme poverty to having a supercar. But let's go from having a supercar and a nice apartment to having a yacht. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment with the word challenge in your Instagram handle, and I will personally message you back. Anyways, I'm out. Peace, guys.